Hi there. Welcome to part two of Inviting Abundance. You can still go back and watch part one if you missed that part of this session. Whatever order you choose to watch them in is just great. I make these sessions in parts just because then the videos are shorter and they can fit into your life easier. So we have two images to work with in this little part of the session. And first thing, let's go ahead and do some housekeeping. Take a deep breath. So the thing that's coming up here is abundance never comes to me and never touches my life. So let's go ahead and tap if you can tap if you wish to, and also breathe this out 3 times. Imagine it leaving your body. Abundance never comes to me and never touches my life. Breathe it out. There's some big breaths out. Abundance never comes to me and never touches my life. One more time, imagine it coming out. It can look like a cloud. It can look like anything you want. Just get that out of your cells and out of your body. Abundance never comes to me and never touches my life. Breathe it out. But okay, let's move on here. So close your eyes for a moment. If you wish, take a deep centering breath and follow the sound of my voice. Imagine the sun shining. It's just so bright, and its individual rays are visible to you. That's not normal, but imagine that you can see the individual rays. Imagine these rays going out in every direction with this pure, wholesome sunshine. Imagine a large ray coming down and touching you. Imagine it starting at the top of your head. It is it is illuminating the top of your head with this pure sunshine. Feel what the sunshine feels like there, the top of your head. Imagine this pure light expanding slowly downward until it touches all parts of you. All the parts of you are illuminated in this brilliant, pure sunshine. Feel that warmth and light go down, down, down. Imagine it going into the earth beneath you as well. Breathe on that here for a moment. What sensations do you feel here? There is a new belief here that you may choose to accept and integrate for yourself. Tap and breathe in. I allow abundance to touch every part of my life. Breathe it in. Okay, let's say it together and breathe it in. I allow abundance to touch every part of my life. Breathe it in. One more time. I allow abundance to touch every part of my life. Breathe it in. Now imagine that the part of the sunshine ray that is in the earth is spreading out underground. Imagine it coming up out of the earth and touching the people you are connected to and illuminating them in golden sunshine. Imagine it coming up and touching the work that you do. Um, Imagine it coming up out of the earth and connecting and illuminating your home, all the spaces where you spend significant time. Imagine it illuminating all future opportunities that are meant for you, all future friendships, all future work, all future learning, and all future spaces. Of course, these future spaces and people may look really vague and nondescript in your mind because you've not seen many of these things and people yet. And that's okay. You can imagine them as illuminated stick figures and rough drawings that represent buildings where your future work, learning, and your future spaces are going to be. Imagine them all glowing with golden sunshine. Breathe that in, breathe it in again. Okay, so in this image, we have had next to us this desert rose. Desert rose is selenite, and it is very good with working with things from our past. Of course, we're working with things in our future in this image too, but this one's more specifically for those things in our past. And that will still be next to us. Breathe in that image for yourself. Excellent. Let's go ahead and work with image number 2 now. So for image number 2, I have here a fire quartz or hematoid. And it is, a clear quartz that has some iron in it, which gives it the energy of fire. And ironically, image number 2 is called the pool of water. So we're going to have this lovely hematoid palm stone right next to us while we go through this image. Imagine a pool of water that is flat and unmoving. Imagine, imagine a rock dropping straight into the middle of the pool, and imagine the satisfying ripples that go out and out. Let's just sit here and imagine those ripples going out. They get smaller and smaller and smaller until the pool of water is flat again, and it is a mirror of the sky. I feel like there may be some longing coming up here, some disgust perhaps. Let's tap and breathe these feelings out. Longing and disgust, breathe them out. Some big breaths, and you can tap if you would like to. Longing and disgust. Now imagine looking around and realizing that this pool is actually a pond full of life set in an ecosystem. There's a forest to your left and a meadow to your right. There's a deer approaching from the forest and getting a drink from the pond, causing small ripples. There's a frog in the pond, hopping on lily pads at the edge, also causing small ripples. Imagine a beaver swimming as low and close to the water as he can, but he's still making small ripples. Now that your eyes are open to the amount of activity that's actually going on here, imagine taking a step or two backwards and taking in this whole busy little scene. Think about the abundance and variety of life that's here and how well supported it all is. Think about this pool of water and how it effortlessly provides just what is needed in this ecosystem, and how not any one need is provided in a vacuum or in isolation. Breathe that in. This feeling of being connected to a larger whole that you are an integral part of. Breathe in this feeling of wholeness, contentment, love, and even joy. Breathe that in. One more big breath in. I hope that you have noticed some shifts for yourself from this video. If you did find it helpful, please like and then subscribe so that you will be able to easily find my next video series when it comes out. And I just want to thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. Thank you for opening your heart a bit more to abundance. See you next time. Bye.